Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Step 2 CK video. Today we're going to talk about the strategies for preparation for the USMLE Step 2 CK examination. USMLE Step 2 CK is definitely a harsh and rigorous 9-hour examination created to detect the ability of a physician to apply his clinical knowledge in a stepwise manner for the diagnostic and therapeutic management of a patient, requiring each applicant to think both fast and effectively. In regard on how to see the test questions, some of them look easy and small, some of them look lengthy. My advice to you is to look each and every single question as an opportunity to raise your score and not be pessimistic. So basically I'm trying to tell you that psychology is an important issue here and also a good test-taking strategy for success. Now, one of the most common questions I find myself to be asked from people regarding Step 2 CK is relative to the resources. Let us be reasonable and let us not lose time with the resources. I have uploaded a PDF guide for Step 2 CK preparation, the link of which you can find in the description of the video, and you can download it for free. There, I extensively go over all the possible resources that I did, as well as their pros and cons. Briefly, most people say that you only need UWorld and just a book, and that sticking to them is enough and fruitful for a promising score. However, if you want to pursue a stellar score and you're an international medical student, there is much more to go. The important thing to mention here is that UWorld serves as the most important source of preparation, and it's a great Q bank, and you will understand this during the preparation. An advice while doing Q banks, and especially UWorld, is to organize your notes from different Q banks or from the same Q bank, because the questions tend to be mixed, so you will end up having mixed notes, which is frustrating. So you will have all the CML notes back to back. You will have all the AML notes back to back. The pages for the AKI will all be back to back. So you will have all the information in one point. This is very important, rather than taking different books, different notes, different folders, you name it. Also, when it's applicable, try to integrate notes from Step 1 notes to your Step 2 CK notes. This may be important, especially for pathophysiology or pharmacology questions. Now, as far as the books are concerned, you should pick one and master it. I did Kaplan lectures and I also saw Kaplan videos. As for the revision book, I picked Master of the Boards. I didn't do Step Up to Medicine or Step Up to CK or USMLE Secrets, so I don't have an opinion on those books. As far as the MTB 2CK is concerned, this is an average book and you can find the basic knowledge there. I mean the basic stuff for the Step 2 CK. You should review it at the beginning of your preparation. I did review it at the beginning of my preparation. You can take some notes from Step 1 there. At some point during the process, you will find out that there are conflicting evidence between UWorld and Master of the Boards, which is frustrating. At that point, you should follow UWorld and not Master of the Boards. So basically, what I'm saying is that it's a good book for the beginning of your preparation, but you shouldn't stick to it until the end of the preparation. It's just a fuel for the beginning. That's what it is. And that's my opinion, basically. As for the Kaplan videos, I did them. They're extensive. They do help, but they yield less than they yield for Step 1. I also found out that quite a few people use the triad of UWorld, online med-ed, and a single book. Those people were all US medical students, and they used to practice those stuff while on their third-year rotations. As an international medical student, this was not applicable to my program, and I needed extensive studying in a lot of areas to cover big clinical gaps from my home institution's clinical clerkships. If you wonder why that happened, the answer is simple. not all medical schools have the same curriculum. So you have to adjust your studying, your months of preparation, and your focus based on what the curriculum of your medical school is. Now, what about the Q banks? Let's talk firstly about UWorld. UWorld really serves as one of the most important resources for the test, since it has really up-to-date content based on contemporary research, as you will see at the comments below the questions of the UWorld. The key in preparing with UWorld is to write down as much as you can from the notes of the questions and go over them again and again multiple times to ensure you master this information. It'll take a good while to do so, but it works. One important factor here is that UWorld notes are too many to copy them in one book. For example, it is extremely difficult and impossible to copy every single note from UWorld to Master the Words or Step Up to CK or any other book. So you will need to write pages and pages of notes, especially for the algorithms themselves. Therefore, I suggest creating your own Bible book of notes from UWorld. How about the NBMEs and the CMS tests? Are they predictive or not? That's a big question, and opinions differ between different test takers. You will see this if you read experiences or watch a bunch of advice videos on YouTube. So the only way to know is to take NBMEs and CMS tests and to take the real exam and to see what applies to you. However, the main point for those Q banks is that you will review a lot of core questions which are highly possible to be seen on the real examination. And you will practice your timing and your courage, and you will learn to discipline your anxiety, and you will enhance your test-taking strategies, and you will review important stuff. So my advice to you is to go over them. Now, another common question that I get is how to do a revision of my notes. It's simple as it sounds. It just makes sense. You should go after your mistakes over and over again. You should try to read and then say the content for the diagnosis and treatment algorithms without looking at the book. And you should then try to do a revision of that stuff the next day at the morning. Now, as far as the flashcards are concerned, I didn't do any flashcards. Some students find them useful, so they may be useful. Don't forget to review some basic stuff from your step 1 preparation, like some microbiology stuff from first aid for step 1. I go extensively over the step 1 required knowledge in my PDF guide for step 2 CK. You should review them. You should find all the information that you need there. Now, there are some videos that are memorable for alternative or additional study, and I think that you should watch them additional to my video, and you can find the links down in the description of the video. That was it, guys. These are my advice for the USMLE Step 2 CK preparation. If you have any other ideas on what my next video should be, or any other advice that I should give for international or American students, write down in the comments what you think I should do. Share my video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel, and I hope that I will see you to my next video. Goodbye.